on you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villains taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome to Villains, the podcast. We got a fun show for you tonight. Got a few special guests. We're gonna do some who doing, like how would Clemson do versus the SEC schedule. We got some food stuff. We got some FAFO. We got some comments over here. Tiana, thank you for the repost. That's me. Thank you, Villain Media Network. And Arthur said this shit again. Alrighty, Arthur. But with that being said, Chris, what is up?
What is up? What is up? Makes 2 weeks in a row after missing about 3 weeks, right?
It does, yeah.
I feel like I'm on a roll now.
Now James is on his LOA.
Right.
Moving back to Chicago.
Well, I'll be honest. I think I'd rather have Chicago right now, even though I don't want the people, because they have that cool lake breeze blowing in there.
Yeah.
And down here in Middle Tennessee, temps in the 90s, humidity up around 70 and 80%, dew points around 70 or 80 degrees. It is Satan's armpit has been released on the state of Tennessee.
Man, it's 93 degrees today, 98% humidity, and the dew point is 1. It's miserable in South Carolina.
Miserable.
Yep. But with that being said,
We're creatures of habit. We can't live without it. We don't have to answer to anyone. We're chasing the rabbit like creatures of habit, and no one else knows where we're coming from. And nothing.
yeah, Terry, how we doing?
Good. Hey, just to piggyback what Chris said, talked about the humidity. It's about like 95 down here with about the same 98% humidity. It's like Satan's swamp ass is going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's awful.
So I gotta ask you, Terry, though, because I
What's up?
noticed in your picture there, you have on the orange. Is the orange jumpsuit cooler than actual clothes?
Well, it's the shirt. It's like a peach colored,
Okay.
but it's got those little flap things in the back for the air to go in.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. My dad
Yeah,
was.
it does help. It is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Because to me, it looked a little bit orange. I thought it looked like an orange jumpsuit, right?
But I'm not a USC fan.
And you're against the wall, man. You look like a mugshot. But happy birthday, Terry.
Thank you.
All right. We got one more guest, and we'll get into the show. is going on?
Wow, I love that. I love that surfing sound. I really do. Okay, guys, I got to piggyback on all you guys complainers because it was 95 here today, and I thought it was one of the coolest days we've had in a long time.
Yeah, but what's the humidity?
I can look it up for today, but it's usually around 14 to 30%.
Oh, there
That
you
ain't-
go.
Oh my goodness, that would be heaven.
I know, guys. I walked out of the movie theater this afternoon with my son-in-law, and I said, "Dang, this feels
What's up,
cool
Arthur?
compared to what it's been."
So did y'all know that in Mexico City, which is really close to the equator, a lot closer than us, it does not get above 80 degrees year round?
That's interesting.
That
That
is insane. So the other day I'm cutting grass. It's 101 outside. I'm trying not to complain. I'm like, hey Siri, what's the temperature in Mexico City right now? Right? Because I'm trying to make myself feel better. It's currently 68 degrees. I'm like, what the hell? Well, then I go in there and look, it don't get above 80 all year long.
The depressions fit in just about then.
It's the altitude, they said.
That's what I was fixing. Is the altitude a lot? It seems like being that close to the equator, but if the altitude is higher, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, what's the current temperature in Mexico City? 63 degrees.
Jesus.
That is
And it's-
insanity.
It's 7:41 in Middle Tennessee, and I'm sitting at 87 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny.
It's sunny. Like my window's open, y'all can see. I don't know.
Oh, if I had my curtains pulled, you would see it's still sunny here.
That's the current
Yep.
temperature here.
Yeah, and you're at 8:30, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not the
Crazy.
same time zone as Chris, but it looks overcast and muggy still outside. It's pretty much been like that all day.
I like overcast though.
But not this one. Like I
Oh.
said, it's just thick air. I feel like I'm getting slapped in the face by the air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Too damn
Well,
thick.
let's get to our first one. I look forward to this every week. Like this. So we'll get into South Carolina show in a minute. We have we'll talk about that. But Chris, pick your favorite per row.
One per row, right?
Yes.
Give me Cinnabon,
Okay.
Subway, and I don't call it Crapplebee's or Veggie Garden for nothing. Give me Red Lobster.
Okay. That's cool. What about you, Dean?
IHOP, In-N-Out, and Olive Garden. At one time, I would have said Applebee's, but they've gone downhill, man.
Yeah, so is Olive Garden though. Terry.
Me, Waffle House, In-N-Out, Red Lobster.
Really? Okay. So for me, I'm going IHOP, Chick-fil-A, and Red Lobster. I mean, Red Lobster be good, y'all. People be sleeping on Red Lobster.
Mhm.
They like to say, "Oh, it's fake seafood." I enjoy it, but anyway, Chris.
Guess what? Speaking of Red Lobster, a couple of years ago, I went there on Father's Day when my daughter and son-in-law took both me and my son-in-law's father out to eat for Red Lobster. Guess what I ordered?
Crab legs.
A burger. I was given a lot of crap for that.
Yeah, and you
Rightfully so.
should have been, yeah. But anyway, that's crazy talk. That's like at my kids, we go to a Mexican restaurant and they'll get a burger and pizza. That's crazy. Chris, eliminate one per row.
I absolutely love the Awful Waffle, so I'm dumping the IHOP.
Wow.
I've eaten at Chick-fil-A, and I'm just not a fan of it. It's the same old chicken as everybody else. Give me the In-N-Out burger. And I'm not particularly fond of the Grecian cook with wine type of food that Olive Garden sprouts a lot of. So I'm going to go with Crapplebee's.
Dean, eliminate one for row.
All right. Cinnabon, because I do like Waffle House. Subway, because I discovered Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's, which are 3 times better. And Red Lobster for obvious reasons.
Man, that's pretty tough. Terry.
Well, let's see. We really don't have a Cinnabon where I live. However, the times I've had them, they've always been great. I would get rid of IHOP because the past few times, no matter which location I've been to, the quality has gone down as far as service and the food itself. I mean, the last IHOP I went to was in Austin, and there was like 3 long hairs in my biscuits and gravy.
Jeez.
It was disgusting. This was in Austin. Second row, I'm getting rid of Subway because I'm keeping the Lord's Chicken, the Lord's Burger. Final row, and this, I don't know what it is. Every time I go into Olive Garden, the first glimpse or the first smell, it smells like puke for some reason. Like if someone puked in the lobby. Every time I don't know if it's my screw.
Okay, he's having a little technical difficulties. Jody says IHOP, In-N-Out, and Olive Garden. We can't hear you. Can't hear you. I'll let you figure it out. All right, he'll come back. For me, I'm getting rid of Cinnabon. You know, scratch. I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna get rid of Waffle House. I'm not really a big Waffle House kind of guy. I'm not a big Cinnabon guy either. I'm getting rid of Subway because Jersey Mike's is way better than Subway, and I'm getting rid of Garden. What's that?
I said definitely on the Subway. I'm sorry, I interrupted you before you finished.
No, you're right. You're completely right. Apparently, we're all high. And Olive Garden, man, I just don't like Olive Garden. It's just not something that I really enjoy. To be honest with you, it's just blah. I don't know.
Well, can I just say something on Olive Garden? The reason why I chose it, I haven't been there in about 4 or 5 years, but I remember it being pretty solid. You know, I'm sorry to say if it has gone down, man, gosh darn, I hate to see that. You know,
Yeah.
and then IHOP, I will say, the quality was still the same, but what used to come as an entree was now you have to buy everything separately, and it costs you twice as much money. Like I always get an omelet with potatoes and toast, and guess what? You buy all that separately now.
When's the last time you've been to IHOP?
I think it was a year ago. We were in Ventura. My wife and I, we stopped in Ventura to eat at IHOP.
Okay, because they have the platters and entrees back.
They do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You get all kinds of shit on the platters there.
It must be that nasty review I wrote last year after I left.
But speaking of Cinnabons, I have some Cinnabons right here.
Dude, how'd you do that?
I don't know what happened. I guess it was somebody linking on the phone with their earbuds. I think it was my wife's.
Oh, yeah.
And everything just went to total garbage. But don't worry, it's come Christmas time. I'm going to get those new Apple, those headphones, little fancy looking ones.
So,
because I tried them on. Oh, dude, those things are nice. Like
they're really
new
nice.
ones. New ones. You want the old ones? I got some from about 3 years ago. You can have them.
No, the whole headphone, not just the earbuds.
Oh, that right? Yeah, because they realize that those things are crap.
Yeah.
I was in here one day and my phone had attached to our Alexa in the kitchen, and I'm just trying to listen to the Bible, like my Bible app, you know, and it plays it. And it wouldn't work. And I'm like, man, I can't hear what's going on. I couldn't figure it out. And then finally I figured out what was going on. And all the kids are in the living room. You know, they're mad because they're trying to watch TV. And all of a sudden, the Lord saith,
I got a good one for you guys too. I'll be driving. I might be 10 miles from home, listening to my playlist on my car, and all of a sudden it'll quit and it'll switch to the stuff my wife is playing on Alexa at home. I just go.
So I actually do have a little funny story. This is kind of in conjunction with what Dean was talking about with his Red Lobster story about ordering a cheeseburger. So coming back from my first deployment, we had a layover in Dublin. And of course, when in Rome, so I'm like, all right, well, if I'm not going to try Guinness, I'm going to try something else that's Irish that I'd never had before. So everyone's ordering their beer, Irish whiskey, whatever. This Tennessee boy, some little small town between Knoxville and Virginia. I don't know what small town he was from. He's like, I'll take a Bud Light. I'm like, what? There's just some things you don't do. Cody,
Yeah.
thank you. Oh my gosh.
That is cool. So, happy birthday, Terry, from Cody.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. So now Dean hasn't been on our show in a long time. I think he came on one time a bit back. So Dean, we have a segment here we call FAFO. We play a few FAFO videos throughout the shows. So we're gonna play a couple old ones for you that you may have missed, and then I got a couple of new ones. So let's start with this one. It's just my favorite.
Did she really hit her?
Yeah, she bent the stick, bro.
God, I couldn't tell if that was AI generated or not. Nowadays you never know.
So, Chris, does season 4 start tomorrow?
We actually do have breaking news. Season 4 of the Golden Broom podcast will begin tomorrow night.
Excellent.
I started season 4 last Sunday.
So since we're on it, I'll go ahead and do this. So we are having our second anniversary on July 31st of the show, which means season 3 will begin July 31st. And for our anniversary show,
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn patty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah.
I love it. Jason Brown, former Gamecock quarterback, Derek Watson, former Gamecock running back, July 31st. We're previewing South Carolina. And I know a lot of people, thank you, Cody. I know a lot of people are like, South Carolina, why are we previewing them? Because it's me, and this is my show, and I'm a Gamecock.
I got a question for you. In the previews, is the quarterback and running back you got coming on the two we just saw in the clip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Jason Brown, really cool, transferred from Division II, went to South Carolina, won some ball games that he shouldn't have over Florida with minimal talent. Shane Beamer's first year. Like really cool guy. Like I talked to him on X, and we got interactions. Really cool guy. Derek Watson. He was on the very first episode of College Sports Villains, the podcast. It was
Wow.
me and him talking about he had his trophies and stuff. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was starstruck, y'all. If y'all go back to that first one, I was just like, oh hey, it's Derek Watson.
Yeah. Every time I have a guest on, I get starstruck too.
So, well, I mean, yeah, you have some pretty impressive guests on your show, Dean. But we'll get into letting y'all do your stuff. And Terry, we've been trying to convince Terry to do a show for I don't know how long now, but we'll get there.
Let me get my headphones and we'll talk again then.
Yeah. Now this one is harder than it looks, unless you just have specific things you like. Chris, one per row.
Hot dog, nachos, churros.
Okay. Pretty simple. Dean.
Pizza, nachos, churros.
Yeah, South Carolina has a tough schedule every single year. All right, cool. Nothing wrong with that. Terry.
Hot dog, pretzels, ice cream sundae.
All right, so you and I were so close, Terry, because I'm hot dogs, nachos, and ice cream sundae. But I will tell you, I struggle because I love a soft pretzel. Like, especially when they're hot. Oh, my God, those things are amazing. But when you go to the ballpark, man, and those are actually smachos. For those of you who have ever been to the minor league parks, they call them smachos. It's cheese, chili, and jalapenos, and that stuff is amazing.
Yeah, I like real nachos, not just cheese and chips.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
So Vanderbilt, they do what they call barbecue nachos, and they put the barbecue on it, put the barbecue sauce on it, and then suffocate it in queso cheese. Oh my God, so good.
All right, so barbecue nachos are something that my wife and I, every time we go out to a restaurant, we get one to share. Barbecue nachos are amazing. You'll get no crazy talk out of me. So Chris, eliminate one per row. We go get into some crazy talk. We still got a bunch of things to go, and I know Chris better than y'all do. Chris, eliminate one per row.
So we're blessed in Nashville with some really good pizza. So I'm dumping the chicken fingers. I'm dumping the peanuts. And I'm dumping the Cracker Jacks. Recently at Vanderbilt, we've got an ice cream set up that sells the ice cream sundae stuff in the miniature Vanderbilt helmets. Coolest thing ever. So I'm keeping that around.
Hey, that's cool. I've never had 4 and 8 ice cream before. Dee.
Shut up.
If you look, that ice cream sundae's in a helmet upside down.
It is the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love it. So a fun fact before Dean goes, at those little helmets, as a kid, I had all of them, all the Major League Baseball teams.
See, when I was a kid growing up at Dairy Queen in Iowa, they used to sell them by the team. And that was the struggle, is trying to get every single Major League team.
I got them at the Greenville Braves, the minor league Braves affiliate here. My dad took us a bunch, man. That was awesome. Dean, what are you eliminating?
I'm going to eliminate chicken fingers because I really do like a hot dog. If you put a pizza on a hot dog, I'm going to choose pizza. But if the pizza's not there, I'm taking the hot dog. So I'm dumping the chicken fingers.
Okay.
I'm dumping these particular peanuts. I'm dumping because they're in the shell. I don't like them in the shell, but I'll buy them in a jar and I'll eat them all night. And I'll dump the Cracker Jacks.
Okay. So chicken fingers, peanut, and Cracker Jack. Same thing that Chris said. Terry.
Well, if I'm going to try to not be messy, kind of consolidate everything. So I'm going to get rid of the chicken fingers because if it's a slice of pizza, it's pretty well to handle, and I could have a drink in the other hand. Never been a fan of peanuts, really. I'll enjoy them occasionally, but not at the ball game because it was a close race with nachos because I've had nachos in the helmets like you guys were talking about.
Yes.
They just get real messy. But I like nachos better than peanuts.
Yeah.
I guess if I'm going to stick with the trend of not being messy, even though I picked ice cream the first time because fuck, it's ice cream. I'm gonna get rid of the churros.
Get rid of the churros?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something about churros before we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a couple of seasons, I worked at our local arena during hockey games and concerts and stuff. Churros was our number one food that we sold out of our stands, no matter what stands we had around. Churros just sold everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So churros are very popular, especially in my line of work. All right. So, oh crap, I forgot about that. All right. So for me, chicken fingers, peanuts. I love peanuts, even in the shell, but they not compared to nachos and soft pretzels. And I struggle with this bottom one between Cracker Jacks and churros, but I'm not a fan of Cracker Jacks, bro. They got to go. I agree with Chris and Dean on this. And ice cream's ice cream, like Terry said. I'm choosing ice cream every time. But yeah, I do not like Cracker Jacks. I have never liked I do not like caramel popcorn. Like I'm a white cheddar popcorn kind of guy.
Andrew, let me say this real quick. If you had eaten my wife's homemade caramel popcorn, you will never touch another caramel popcorn in your life. She makes the absolute best.
So I believe you, but I'm gonna not touch any caramel popcorn for the rest of my life anyway. So
okay, all right. Well, if you're ever out here, I'm gonna make her make some for you.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm ever out in LA, I'll try it.
Right next to this cup of yogurt.
The only thing about Cracker Jacks when you're a kid, right? Mm-hmm. You eat just enough to get to where the prize is. Get the prize out, and then the rest of the box of Cracker Jacks gets thrown away because you don't give a shit about the Cracker Jacks. You just want the little prize that was inside the box, right?
What do you mean eat enough? I just dump it out until I find the prize and then throw the box away.
That too.
So I'm going to do a few FAFOs between these things because I want Dean to see a lot of them. But the FAFO I've chose for tonight is the ultimate FAFO. The ultimate FAFO. So when you go out and you choose to do dirty stuff behind your spouse's back, you get.
I know what you're fixing to play.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
So that is the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, the head of his HR department. They're both married, but not to each other.
And that was at a Coldplay concert last night. Yep. If you see how fast he dipped, whoop, I'm gone.
Too late, bro. FAFO. Like you
caught.
You trying to cheat on your wife, she's trying to cheat on her husband, and you got caught. Oh well. FAFO.
Yep.
That's crazy, Tony.
And that Fortune 500 company is reportedly worth $1 billion.
Yeah, it's worth a lot.
You just messed up, brother.
And there goes a lot of the money to his soon to be ex-wife.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, like I said, I got a couple more FAFOs. I'm going to play one quick one real quick, and then we'll move on to the next subject.
Oh, God, somebody's running from the car.
I'll die.
Okay, so I didn't really get the whole thing, but what is it? He arguing with somebody or something?
So we don't know. We don't know the context of the story. It's just somebody's camera. So he gets out and he dumps a bunch of gas. He's going to try to burn somebody's wall down because they did say it was like a gate in front of somebody's house. And so he gets in his car and strikes the match, and then woo!
Oh yeah, that was the light I saw.
Yes.
Oh God. Sometimes I'm a little slow, guys. I'm a little slow.
I think they're reenacting a Bronx Tale.
Yes. All right. Hold on. Before we move on, we got a comment. It's caramel. Oh, I'm sorry. It's caramel.
I'm
only
calling it caramel, dude.
it's only caramel if you spell it with the E in the middle. If you leave the E out, and both spellings are correct, if you leave the EL, it's caramel.
The only way I'm going to defend him right now is if you go and you get a caramello bar from the grocery store, it is caramello. So I will give you that. But here in the deep, dirty South, it's caramel. All right.
Pecan or pecan?
Hey,
Puckin.
it's pecan.
Tomato,
Puckin.
tomato.
It's a pecan.
Who was the Cajun cook that was on public television for all them years? He told a story.
Hair?
I don't remember what he looked like. He was a Cajun. He was on public broadcasting for several years. And he always said his mama told him it was puckin pie. She had that deep Cajun accent going on.
So I like this one simply because all different kinds of stuff here. But just pick your two favorite. We don't have to do one per row. Chris.
Make it bigger so I can read it.
I know, right? Hold on.
I have no idea what 90% of this stuff is. So I'm going smash burger.
That's really not helping you.
Let's see, smash burger. And just because it looks better, the Ramley burger. And probably the Chori burger.
Okay.
Because I have no clue what these things are.
Yeah, this was a very bad one. Let's skip this one.
Cuban, Wagyu, and Dominican.
That's cool because my two weren't on your list, and I was going to name them anyway.
So I got a good one. I have a graphic, but I'm not going to take the time to load it up. So brownies, the middle, the corner, or the end piece? Chris?
Middle. I'm stabbing your hand if you try to take my middle piece.
Terry?
Corner.
I
like the little crispy at the end of it.
Dean?
Oh, I said center earlier today when you first posted that, but hey, I realized I like the corner because I like the little crisp on the edges.
So we're gonna split right down the middle. I like the middle. The way it once you get it, it's really hot and it melts. Like so, you don't have to worry about anything else, and then you drink that milk with it. Oh yeah. But I'm eliminating the end. I like the corner too. I do. But the end has got to go. What about you, Chris?
I'm going to eliminate the corner. I'm going to get as much brownie as I want out of this thing. And I'm only eliminating one side and not two sides.
Terry?
Side or the end.
The end? Okay.
Yeah,
me too. Dean?
End.
Yeah, I agree. We're in agreement, all but Chris. But I understand.
When does Chris agree with anybody?
Not much.
We agreed on Cinnamon Toast Crunch for dinner.
Yes. Speaking of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I actually just had a Cinnamon Toast Crunch milkshake.
Yeah.
Did you make it? Did you get it somewhere?
I got it from a food truck of all places.
What?
Yes. We have a food truck that does roll-up ice cream and milkshakes.
So here's what's about to happen. Here in about 30 minutes, Chris is going to be like, God, what was in that food truck ice cream? Oh, my God. All right, let's get a comment, and then I'll play another FAFO. Uh-oh. What's up, JD? He's serving the country currently. We appreciate that. Think he's in Japan currently.
Jealous.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I always wanted to get stationed there. Never got the chance to.
I love Japan. I've never been, but I've always wanted to. So, Dean, this is one of my favorites, bro. One of my favorite ever, and I still got a couple to go, but this is one of my favorites.
Happy 4th of July, motherfuckers! This is Superhuman TV Show. Today I'm gonna get hit with fireworks. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop! Light that bitch up! Fuck this shit! Ah! Fuck! Ah! Ah!
Man,
Needed this shit. You gotta send me that clip, man. I gotta show it to a few people.
yeah, I'll get it for you.
You see the one where he tries to elbow drop the microwave?
Yes, that was hilarious.
You see
Man,
where
I thought first he was taking a leak over there. I didn't realize that they were gonna intentionally hit him.
Yeah, he's crazy.
So, have you seen the ones where he does the elbow drop onto the barbed wire table?
Oh,
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
oh yeah, that's bad.
He elbow
guys
drops
do-
onto a barbed wire table. Yeah, this guy's crazy.
Was it?
So these guys do all this stuff and they live to tell about it?
Well, he
Yes.
does. He's the only one that does it.
Oh.
Was
that's
that-
sure.
Was that barbed wire though, or was that like the razor wire you see at the prisons?
It was the barbed wire.
Oh,
Look, me and JD, man, we did some things, man. Some things that maybe felonies. But we were
He
like,
just mentioned a felony.
Yeah, that's a felony. Oh, Johnny's coming for you.
that's nothing. So he's right that we did, but I will tell you what was funny. Y'all know what a grass spreader is? It's a little green thing you can roll and it
Yep.
spreads
Mm.
grass.
yeah.
Used it.
So our neighbor had one, and so we were real bored. It was fall, so it must have been like a fall break or something. Parents were at work, so we got a bunch of dead leaves and we put it in there, and then JD poured some gasoline on it and lit it on fire, and we went across the yard with flaming leaves coming out from under it. Oh my God! You talk about there's a lot of stuff in here that we were like 5, 6, 7. I mean, we but still, we wouldn't talk about it.
5, 6, 7 years ago.
Oh no! 5, 6, 7 years old. I promise you. All right,
I can see what Chris is saying about this now. Even though it really makes the color pop on the screen. It's not orange, I promise you, but I know what it looks like.
It does look orange. It does. So, we will take our only commercial break because we only do one commercial break until football season. So, currently, you are watching Villains the podcast only on the Villain Media Network.
the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth. I'm a bad guy, the one you love to.
Welcome back to Villains the Podcast. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and delete this because I put, for some reason, I put the bad graphic up twice. I don't know.
There we're going behind bars, Chris.
If you know, you
All
know,
right,
right?
so this one's a little
Okay, that's better.
pick one per row. Chris.
I'm going to go with the Boston lobster roll. I'm going to go with the Italian beef from Chicago. And the New Orleans po' boy with no lettuce.
Man, the lettuce is good. All right. I get it, Dean.
This is tough. I'm going to go with the Atlanta fried chicken, although the Philadelphia cheesesteak intrigues me. New York pastrami. This last one, man, I'm just going to have to go with New Orleans po' boy because I'm not a big fan of barbecue. And I don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
So which three did you pick? One of our internet went out.
Oh, okay. I picked Atlanta fried chicken, New York pastrami, and New Orleans po' boy.
Okay. Chris, real quick. Give JD your record prediction for Vanderbilt because we're going to be doing a Vanderbilt show.
So I actually have us going 8-4 is the ceiling and 6-6 is the floor.
Yeah.
Chris, you're not gonna like me. I got you at 5-7.
We're gonna do the Vandy show. We're gonna break this down. Shout out to the 51 people watching right now. We appreciate each and every one of you. So he says 8-4, 6-6, so somewhere in that ballpark. Kerry.
I'm gonna keep the Philadelphia cheesesteak because I've never had a Boston lobster roll, even though it does sound pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Never had Atlanta fried chicken sandwich, like the picture there.
it's good.
Second row, I'm gonna take the New York pastrami on rye because I love New York deli. Any place that serves that kind of style is just delicious. Being from California and not far from LA, I don't know what the hell a fancy PB&J is. What's even in it?
Peanut butter and jelly, Doug.
Yeah, but what's fancy about it?
Yeah, what makes
Because
it?
it's on toast.
There's not. If you can make that a struggle meal. So there's nothing fancy about it.
There you
That's
go.
one of those meals you fix in a hurry when you're in a hurry.
They got the $high cuisine jelly and peanut butter.
If you're in a hurry, you're not going to toast it.
Yeah.
No, it's artisan bread toasted in butter to create a crispy crust with melted peanut butter and jelly filling.
Oh, that might be all right.
I guess I have to try it, but I have to make my own. But I don't know.
It's got that $10 a quart peanut butter and $30 a quart jelly.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Kerry, where did you used to live in California?
I lived throughout Southern. I was through the L.A. area, Riverside, San Bernardino.
Okay. Because I live in Bakersfield.
Oh, okay. My parents used to live over in Victorville and Hesperia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for the final row, I'm gonna go with give me the KC barbecue because I love KC barbecue.
You don't know the good barbecue then.
Everybody has their own favorites.
Yep.
For me, I'm going Philadelphia cheesesteak. Now, I love a lobster roll. I do, but a good cheesesteak is hard to beat. Peppers, onions, cheese, like it's just hard to beat. The second row for sure. I agree with Terry 100%. New York pastrami on rye. Anytime you get that New York delicatessen type food like the avocado toast and chipotle chicken, it's just amazing. Like you can't go wrong. And on the bottom row, I love peanut butter and jelly, but no. I love barbecue, but no. New Orleans po' boy all the way, man. I love a po' boy. It is a po' boy is one of my favorite sandwiches anyway. Ain't no barbecue allowed on this show. All right.
Hey, can I say something about the Kansas City barbecue? The
Yes.
reason why I mentioned why I'm kind of getting sick of barbecue, I ran a grocery store for 15 years where we made homemade pulled pork barbecued sandwiches. I got so sick of looking at that stuff and eating that stuff, I swore off of it permanently. But I want to say that I feel like the best barbecue I've ever had is in Oklahoma City, made in Oklahoma City. And I wish I could remember the name of it because I'm trying to get my daughter to remember what it was. I bought a couple bottles and brought them home from Oklahoma City last time I was there, but now I can't remember what they were.
I got the answer for you, Dean. This will help cure your problem about the barbecue. Just eat a stalk of celery, and you're gonna be so grateful that you'll actually miss the barbecue.
You know what I do though? I eat celery with peanut butter on it. I love it.
I do too.
Yeah.
So the best barbecues in you know what though? I hate to admit it, but the best barbecue is North Carolina barbecue. That mustard based barbecue, I love that stuff.
Oh no. Oh.
Haven't tried that or Memphis yet.
Memphis,
I've had Hawaiian. I've had Texas. I've had Kansas City. I think some St. Louis. I don't remember. I was probably drunk.
yes, I've had quite a bit too. So I've never had any barbecue in LA because I just don't believe they know what barbecue is. Chris,
You don't. You don't go there for that.
I didn't think so.
LA's more Mexican than anything else. For
You go
Mexican
there for
food.
street tacos and burritos off the catering truck.
There you go.
There you go.
I got you. Chris, Eliminate One Pro. Shout out to the 51 people watching right now. We appreciate y'all.
So, as good as what cheesesteak is, I'm not a big fan of grilled onions and stuff like that in my meat. So, I'm going to keep the Atlanta fried chicken. I just don't know about the Miami Cubano. I'm going to have to get rid of that one. And I've tried KC barbecue. KC barbecue is 5 and dime type barbecue stuff. I'll take that PB&J.
All right.
I'm getting rid of Kansas City barbecue.
Fancy.
Okay. Dean, what are you eliminating?
Boston lobster roll. Miami Cabano because I have no idea what it is or what's in it. And honestly, you made me fall in love with that Los Angeles fancy PB&J, so I'll have to eliminate the Kansas City barbecue.
All right. That's something. Terry.
Well, I'm far going to get rid of the Atlanta fried chicken sandwich there because it looks like any old, either from Popeyes or the spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich you get. So it looks pretty ordinary to me. I'll take my chances here. I've had a Miami Cubano sandwich. Not a fan. It's just pretty. I think it's lazily done, unless I haven't ate it at the right place. I never had Italian beef from Chicago, but I'm gonna take my chance, thinking it's gonna be along the lines of the pastrami on rye, with that same concept. I've had shrimp po' boys. Not bad. Like I said, I never even heard it. I didn't know this was a thing. So just by default, since I've never had it, I'm gonna eliminate the fancy PB&J because I never had it. I've had the other two. I have no problems with them.
All right. Everybody has their own things. That's what I love about doing food with y'all, because like you get to see what everybody else is into. So for me, like I'm gonna get rid of the Atlanta fried chicken. I just fried chicken is great no matter what. The second row, I'm getting rid of the Italian beef and the Cubano, man. You man, that's crazy talk. I mean, you got roast beef. I mean, you got roast pork. You got ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, mustard. That shit's good. That Italian beef, whatever the hell that is gonna have to go.
James is screaming at you from wherever he's driving from right now.
Yeah, I know, right? But you know what? No, Cubano is good. And on the third row, I'm gonna have to get rid of the fancy PB&J. As much as I love PB&J, like melted peanut butter, that's just too much. I love barbecue and I love po' boys. So,
well, let me ask you on that one. The way they were describing it earlier, how you put the butter on the or butter on the bread, it's almost like you're cooking it the same way you would cook a grilled cheese.
Sounds like it.
I just like
you put it in the bed. I mean, I'm gonna try it just to say I try it.
I like pickles
because I like the idea. Instead of just toasting it, here you got it. Basically, instead of grilled cheese, it's a grilled PB&J.
Yeah,
correct.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we did with when we were moving out here to California, and we just go to a motel rather than paying money for food and stuff. I had a jar of peanut butter, loaf of bread, and a bag of chips, and we lived. For 3 days on the road, we lived off of peanut butter sandwiches and potato chips.
So I have a question, Dean.
Yeah.
So you said, and I quote, instead of spending money on food, I just grabbed me some peanut butter and some bread. Does that mean you just like stole it? Because you said you didn't spend money on it.
I didn't spend money on the road because I bought the peanut butter and bread and chips at my grocery store that I retired from before we left town.
So that
3-day-old bread, man, you was struggling on life, weren't you?
Oh shoot! I make a loaf of bread last year, 2 weeks here in my house.
Yeah, what?
Nah,
Man.
2 weeks it's growing green stuff on it.
Hey, it's just me and my wife. We're not going through it that fast.
They make what they call a half a loaf now, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I might be tempted. Keep it fresher. Keep it fresher.
Bread don't last long in this house, man. There are 4 kids, 3 kids in here. My wife and I, and my wife loves peanut butter jelly sandwiches. It do not last.
I bet.
So, meme of the week. So, a little context to this meme. Lane Kiffin went out there, ran his mouth and said, I would rather play Clemson 12 weeks a year than I would this SEC schedule. You would go 0-12, bro. Like, that's a stupid statement.
Especially with this Clemson team.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So I love it. So before we get into the next, before we get into the next subject, which is going to be, well, I want to save, I want to do a surprise. Ready?
Не зря купил себе 15. Что, ебанулось? Лошадь. Ебать! Че, мужик?
Fuck around and find out at its finest. Like, that human outweighed her by at least 45 pounds, and she struck him with a little stick. Bad call.
Let me
The
ask
dogs ran away.
Yes.
What?
This dude nut. I'm next. I'm out.
This is one of those like a who wore it better kind of scenario. Her or Beetlejuice with the guitar.
Is that in the second one?
No. Like the whole scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had that one in this one.
Who wore it better? Did the woman wear the stick better, or did the man wear the stick better?
Well, the man got stuck with. Oh, the Beetlejuice got hit with the guitar.
No, I didn't misunderstand. So the reason I said that, he said another coach said it, and he said I completely agree with that statement. So he agreed with it. So he might as well have said it, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna head out, gentlemen.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you for having
Thanks,
me.
Terry.
Happy birthday.
Nice to meet you, Terry. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a great night.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. So we're gonna play devil's advocate here. All right. Because everybody's trashing on Clemson. So I just pulled up a random SEC schedule. I have them all saved in my phone. I just pulled this up. Some big name teams on here. We're gonna act like this is Clemson's schedule. Chris, I want you to go week by week, say win, loss, and a quick synopsis of each game.
Simple. Win, 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 win. Quick synopsis of each game. Cade Klubnik balls out. 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 All the way down the list.
He does.
Simple.
So 12-0 with an SEC schedule, a standard SEC schedule. Dean.
I don't see a loss for Clemson on this schedule. If this is the schedule they were handed today, they're not going to lose a one. I'm with Chris on this. This is a 12-0 schedule here for Clemson.
And I'll even take it deeper. I actually have Georgia in the Final Four, and I have Mercer playing for a national championship at the FCS level.
FCS? Oh my God!
And they both losing badly to Clemson.
Yeah, Mercer is in the Southern Conference.
They're going to be really, really good.
Yeah, they're really, I think they won last year or the year before. It certainly wasn't Furman.
The problem is Clemson could easily make the national championship game this year. Easily.
Yeah, so we're going to get into that in a minute. So hold that thought. So the first game at Baylor, I mean, that's a bloodbath. Like they're going to beat them by like 35 in their own house. Ball State coming to Clemson, that's a drugging. South Alabama coming to Clemson's a drugging. Clemson going to Oklahoma, you're going to make all them Sooner fans hurt their feelings. At Texas A&M, they going to hurt their feelings too. Versus Georgia, I think Clemson would drop this game. That's how we typically see in the SEC, even when Alabama's Alabama's best team in the country, they lose to somebody. Clemson, both national championship year, the 2018 national championship year, stumbled against Pitt, won the national championship. And Georgia's the best team on this list. So I'm going to just go ahead and say that's the one L they're going to pick up. The rest of these, Missouri at Clemson, are you kidding me? That's probably a 50-point spread, to be honest with you. Murdering Arkansas. They're going to beat Vanderbilt at Vanderbilt. Mercer, oh, my God. And Alabama would be tough, but they're going to beat Alabama head-to-head, neutral, home, or away. They're better than they are. I got them 11-1. With the mighty SEC
I got a question for you. Okay, why is Missouri and Kentucky so disrespected this year by all the media? Because I thought they were better teams than that. They're picked near the bottom of their
I'll take this.
I will break down. Hold on, Chris. I'll break down Kentucky. You break down Missouri. Deal?
Deal.
All right. So the reason Kentucky sucks is Mark Stoops tried to take the Texas A&M job, was offered it. When they announced that he was getting the job, the fans turned on the university and forced them to rescind the job offer. So then he had to go back to Kentucky with his tail between his legs and keep that job. Lost half his team, is below 75 in recruiting, didn't do shit in the transfer portal. He lost his team and program with that jump. Kentucky's going to be really, really bad.
I think they're picked to finish last. I was shocked.
And they might.
And they might. However, I got somebody else finishing last in the SEC. I don't think they win a single SEC game. Missouri. When you take a look at what they lost off of that team, Brady Cook at quarterback, Luther Burden and Theo Weiss, both of their starting wide receivers, gone. Their top 2 running backs, gone. They lost their entire offense. Gone. Off a team that was very, very mid. And the game that Brady Cook missed last year, and they brought in the backup quarterback, he was absolutely horrid. Horrid, mind you. And they brought in a quarterback from the transfer portal who was a backup to Drew Allar at Penn State. Now, if you remember the talk about Drew Allar at Penn State, is he struggles to find open receivers. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's had his problems. And this kid couldn't even take over for a Drew Allar that struggled. And I'm supposed to think he's going to come in here and play good against SEC defenses? I'm not buying nothing on Missouri. I don't think they win a single SEC game.
So first of all, I'm going to call a little crazy talk on you. Backed up to Drew Allar, almost every quarterback in the country not named Cade Klubnik would be back up to Drew Allar this year, I think. But where you're right. So when they put in their backup quarterback, Dean, when Drew Lock went out, they didn't.
It was bad.
They not scored. They did not cross the 50 in that game. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah,
bad.
They didn't even cross the 50-yard line. They got drugged. And Luther Burton's gone too. Oh yeah, they finna be super ass.
Okay, now I know. See, I got to learn how to keep up on these SEC schools. I will tell you, when I'm down in Oklahoma area, I'll be only 20 miles where my daughter lives from Norman. Brad is going to try to come down, and we're going to try to go see LSU at Oklahoma game, and that'll be my first SEC / I'm going to call it Big 12 because in my mind, they're still Big 12. I still haven't got used to them jumping conferences already.
I know, right? So I got somebody he's watching the show and he's actively messaging me his thoughts about this. He said he's picking Clemson about the same as he hates Clemson too. All right.
Can I just say this about your friend here who's posting Auburn at 8-4? I went through their actual schedule and I've got them 6-6. I just don't see. I tried to figure out where I could get a 7th win out of that.
Look at this schedule, bro. This is not the strongest SEC schedule you're going to find. You don't have Texas on there, but you got Georgia and Alabama. But look at the teams they play. Like there's room for 7-8 wins for Auburn on this schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know if people have noticed about this with Auburn, but they have lost 2 potential starters just in the month of July due to off-the-field actions. One was dismissed from the team already. The other one was arrested last night, posted a $20,000 bond for domestic violence.
Jeez.
Hugh Freeze, they call him the quarterback whisperer. He hasn't developed a quarterback since he was at Ole Miss. I don't know that it's I'm not seeing a whole lot for Auburn. Yes, they're probably going to beat Missouri and Arkansas and Kentucky. That Mercer game, I think that's a trap game that Mercer comes in there and absolutely. I think Mercer beats Auburn at Auburn as good as what Mercer is because Auburn's going to be focused on the next week at Alabama.
Yeah, no, I don't see that at all. I think they beat Baylor, Ball State. I think they beat South Alabama. I think they beat Oklahoma, and then they lose to Texas A&M, Georgia. They beat Missouri. They beat Arkansas. They beat Kentucky. And even if they lose to Vanderbilt and Alabama and beat Mercer, they're 8-4. I mean, because Kentucky, Arkansas, Missouri, that's a gift on a silver platter for Auburn, is what that
It
is.
is. It
and
is.
then the first 3 games out of conference cupcakes. Yeah, I mean, there's 6 wins right there. And if they
okay, all right. Here's the deal. All right, I'm looking through the schedule as I wrote it. I didn't realize that Kentucky and Missouri were going to be as bad because I gave wins to no, I meant, I'm sorry. So where did I yeah. I had them losing those games, I think. So anyway, I could change my mind, and I got them losing at Baylor, at Oklahoma State, at Georgia coming there. I got them losing at Arkansas.
That's crazy talk.
Arkansas's ass.
That's
okay.
Crazy.
All right, and Chris, I don't know how you feel about this, but I got them losing at Vanderbilt and losing to Alabama. But I could be persuaded to change here and go to 8-4.
Hugh Freeze is 0-3 against the Diego Pavia Jerry Kill combination. They're not coming into Nashville and beating Jerry Kill and Diego Pavia.
Okay.
I think Auburn could beat Vanderbilt.
They could. I just don't think Hugh Freeze is capable of getting it done.
But I don't think they will.
Right.
So Vanderbilt went into their house last year and punked them. And this is essentially the same team with a few big pickups in the portal for Vanderbilt. I don't think Alabama wins this game. I think Alabama loses to – I think Auburn loses to Vanderbilt, Alabama, Oklahoma, and Georgia. Those are the teams. They're not going to beat Vanderbilt. If they couldn't beat them last year, they're definitely not going to beat them this year at Vanderbilt because they didn't get that much better, and Vanderbilt did. So
that's the whole reason why I put that they were going to lose to Vanderbilt. I actually gave them that one.
I actually think me and Andrew are probably exactly right on this. The only difference is I know how good Mercer is. They were in the semifinals of the FCS last year. They're probably going to win it this year. That's a really good football team. And it's the week before Alabama. I think it's a trap game for Auburn.
No, I don't.
But Mercer might be that good. But, Auburn, they're not that bad of a team. They just play in, like you say, one of the toughest conference and the toughest schedules you can be given them. And, I think they can handle Mercer. So, I think they're better. The record may not show, but they're better.
The record was. Here's the thing, though. Here, Chris is talking because we talk about trap games a lot. Here's why I don't think it'll be a trap game for them, right? Because at this point, they just lost to Vanderbilt, right? They're riding on the low. They know Alabama's coming up. They know they have to show up for this game. They know it because they just took a big L, and somebody's going to have to get it. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Fair point.
Because they're not beating Vanderbilt this year. We'll do the Vanderbilt show. We'll do the Vanderbilt show coming up. But I'm telling you, I'll go ahead and give you all that one for free. Vanderbilt beating Auburn.
I got that one too. I gave them that one.
And here's something. Hugh Freeze is doing something this year that I don't think is going to pay off for Auburn in the long run. He's not recruiting high school kids. They're like 90th in recruiting right now in the class of 26. Hugh Freeze is out playing golf while everybody else is going to high schools recruiting kids. My understanding is his focus is going to be bringing in JUCO transfers rather than high school kids. I don't know if that's a metric that's going to work.
Yeah. Let me ask you, is Hugh Freeze on the hot seat based on his record the last 2 years?
Yeah,
very hot.
For
very
sure.
hot.
He came in talking shit. We gonna make instant look at these people we're recruiting. Yeah, for sure. I think Hugh Freeze knows what college football is, and it's less recruiting and more paying. Lane Kiffin said it, bro. Lane Kiffin was spot on. We don't recruit anymore. We bid on players, and he's right. He's not lying. That is a fact.
Now, see, I thought Lane Kiffin was the one that said that he wasn't going to go into the transfer portal. He was going to continue to recruit high school kids. Right? Did he change his mind on that?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
That was Dabo Sweeney.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dabble
those-
said that. Yeah, Dabble said that. Yeah. Okay, I got it mixed up.
But that's another thing y'all don't understand why Clemson's so dangerous. Not only did they bring all that back, they got 3 of the top 5 draft picks projected, 4 of the top 10, but they also used the transfer portal and was number 8 in the transfer portal rankings this year. Clemson's is scary good. Scary good.
I agree with you. That's why I wouldn't be surprised to see him back in the title game.
I actually have Clemson and Penn State playing for the national championship.
So as dirty as it makes me feel, that's actually my preseason pick for the national championship too.
Yeah, I actually hadn't picked yet what my championship game would be, but I could see myself putting both Clemson and Penn State in there because honestly, Penn State's scary good this year.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
They really
Scary
so
good.
is Clemson. They may be the best 2 teams in the country. I mean, it'll all play out. So we'll get a huge overview of this stuff in week 1 because Clemson's hosting LSU. So we'll see what Clemson is week 1. We'll see it instantly and dramatically. So we'll know if we're right, wrong, or otherwise. And then all the other big games that are on week 1, man, spot the ball. He said, I'm down to 4. Y'all said 2 of them. Joe knew.
What's he mean by I'm down to 4?
He's got it narrowed down to 4 teams playing for a championship.
Oh.
Yeah, his final 4. Yeah.
Oh, his final 4. Well, do tell what they are.
Yeah.
I have Texas and Georgia as the other 2 in the final 4.
So I have Georgia and Ohio State as my other 2. So I got Ohio State, Penn State, Clemson, and Georgia. Man, but imagine if that was the final 4, though, or even interchange with Texas, like Chris said. That shit would be so much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah, but if James Franklin wants to get to the title game, he can't do anything stupid when he's got the game won against, like he did against Notre Dame, and then make a stupid call that cost him the game.
J-Ram, I love you, J-Ram. I do. I respect you. I offered you a show for a year and begged you to take it because I like your takes. But LSU, man, they not going to sniff the Final Four. I don't think they even go to the playoffs this year, man. Like, I don't believe in Brian Kelly. They didn't do enough in the offseason to impress me. They got an elite quarterback, but the problem is they can't protect him. Like he got hit so much last year that it was crazy. I don't know, man. I don't personally see LSU in there, but your other 3 picks, I like spot on. Clemson, Penn State, and Texas ends up in the Final Four. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. I just don't believe in LSU personally. Brian Kelly is not giving me anything to believe in, never has, and I just don't believe in the guy. It's not the talent. He has the talent. I agree with you there. LSU is talent rich top to bottom, but their head coach is ass and he's a fraud. Just my opinion.
Yeah. I hope Manning lives up to his hype when he playing for Texas. I hope he does it because I think it would be fun to watch him play.
The one I'm anxious to see is Texas Tech in the Big 12. What happens
my God!
there?
How much money they spent? Oh my God!
$28 million on that roster.
If they don't win it,
if they don't win it, that's a fail.
That's a fail, big fail, and a lot of wasted dollars because next year they can't give that kind of money out.
Oh, they can. They have a billionaire.
You said you'd do it under the table if they want to.
No, they have a billionaire donor that said, "I'm going to buy a championship."
So that doesn't have, if it doesn't go, Dean, what you're talking about, but if it doesn't go through the university, like they can't stop them from doing commercials and stuff like that. The university can't pay them but so much, but an individual or a business can certainly pay them whatever.
Yeah, but I thought they had to have an NIL clearinghouse now to say, hey, I'm going to pay you $6 million to do 4 commercials all year for me.
But there's
there's
no cap.
With the clearinghouse, there's one thing that's going to hold that clearinghouse in check.
What's that?
If you tell me I can't pay him $6 million this year to make one video for me, I'm going to sue your ass.
Correct. That's going to be.
That's my choice. What I want to pay him.
Yeah, I heard already that the clearinghouse has already turned everybody back but one person. I don't have any details, but I'm just going on somebody who told me that.
So before we go to the next subject, I will tell you though, like that. Here's the problem, and here's why Chris is 100% right. Congress passed it, so it went through the federal government. Said these kids is just like anybody else, and if they can get a deal, they're allowed to do it. And now somebody's going to step in and say, "No, I'm going to put limits on this." When Congress said yes, you can do it unanimously too. By the way, it was so no. They will get sued because it is law. Like you can't circumvent the federal law. Whether the law's just or not, you can't circumvent it, not without being held accountable anyway.
See, and that's what people didn't understand about the Diego Pavia ruling is with the National Junior College Athletic Association, you cannot get paid. Okay? So the NCAA was over here punishing kids that went JUCO and said, "Oh, you can't make up those 2 years that you didn't get paid." They were punishing them for it. And the courts have ruled that you can't have it both ways. You can't say you can only get paid here and then punish you for going over here and not getting paid. So that's what the whole Diego Pavia ruling was, is they're giving him an opportunity to make up the 2 years that he lost. That's why he was able to play as a grad senior and was able to come back this year.
So check this. This comment right here, I was just about to bring this up. So, you know, that we haven't talked at all, and we're not going to because we got college football shows in the future. But Texas Tech just quietly spent $23 million on their roster. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with this year. Like people, we don't talk about them because they were, you know, just so blasé. But you spend $20 million on a roster, that team's going to be fucking good. Texas Tech winning the Big 12. That's my pick.
If they don't, it's a fail.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a big fail. There's only one team, according to the podcast I heard yesterday or the day before, that's outspent Texas Tech. Do you guys know who that is? Because I don't.
Texas.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. So think about this. Ohio State spent $20 million on their roster again, and they're in 5th place in spending. That's crazy. Crazy. But, Chris, one per row.
Pick one per row.
Yeah.
Give me the quesadilla. Give me the rice.
Okay, no crazy talk. I didn't have no crazy
And
talk.
then,
Love rice.
And then, oh my God, you're gonna make me choose between the chocolate chip cookie and cinnamon crust toast? Come on, man. Give me the cinnamon crust toast.
Okay. It's hard to get crazy talk. The next one I'm gonna get some. The next one I might get some crazy talk. Where did it go? Now I'm already missing my next one. What's that? But go ahead, Dean.
Okay. Well, I'll pick quesadilla as long as it's not just cheese. If they got some meat in there, like some steak, it's quesadilla. Otherwise, I would take the crunch wrap. If you tell me that it has to be cheese, because I don't like just cheese on anything. Okay. Refried beans. I love refried beans. And chocolate chip cookie, hands down, because I may not eat a lot of sweets, but I might be a little weak when it comes to cookies, especially chocolate chip.
So chocolate chip cookies do be good. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not sure what I just hit, but anyway, no crazy talk there. All right, for me, I'm going with the crunch wrap because them crunch wraps. So my wife makes homemade crunch wraps. Oh my God, man! Like you should try them. They're amazing, and I like the Taco Bell crunch wraps. Or even because this isn't Taco Bell, this is just in general. So my wife makes some really good ones. Second row is so hard for me, man. Refried beans, black beans, and rice are all. I'm gonna probably take the refried beans here, but nothing on this row would be crazy talk. And the bottom, I'm going with Dean here, man. Like you can get a nice chocolate chip cookie. It's hard to beat that, man. That stuff is good. I love it. So, Chris, eliminate one per row.
So, I would say tacos, but as long as it's a soft taco, I'm keeping that. So I'm going to have to go with burrito. The crunch wrap to me looks like it might be a Mexican pizza with a soft shell taco wrapped around it. This sounds pretty good to me. So I'm by process of elimination, I'm gonna get rid of the burrito. Row 2, this is simple for me. I'm dumping the black beans. Black beans sounds like something you would eat if your name is Tom Brady and you attend a $50 million wedding and don't get to sit next to the supermodel that you requested to sit by, and you get mad. You're going to go home and eat the black beans.
There you go.
That's sorry. Getting rid of that shit. And the next one, I'm going to get rid of the sweet empanada. I have no idea what that shit is.
Empanada.
Okay.
What is
I have
that?
no idea.
It's it's a fried roll with like whatever they different sweet things like strawberry, be like Comstock, I guess, or whatever. What about you, Dean?
Okay, first of all, Chris, have you ever had a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap? Because that's what they're showing.
I haven't yet, but it does look like a Mexican pizza with a soft shell taco wrapped around it.
I recommend trying it. They're very good.
So
Okay,
Okay.
on that first row, this is tough because I eat them all. So I would just say tacos because they wouldn't fill me up as much, but I still love tacos. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Next row, I'm going to go with the black beans as well. I've never had Mexican fries, but I'd be anxious to try them.
Crazy.
What's that?
I said crazy talk.
Oh, okay.
I love black beans.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sweet whatever you said that was, that has to go too because honestly, the other three are in my mind I would choose before I chose those.
All right. To each their own. For me, I'm probably gonna get rid. I'm probably gonna get rid of the tacos, to be honest with you. The other three are just better. I love burritos. The second row, I'm gonna get rid of the Mexican fries just because I don't know what it is, and I love the other three.
They look like tater tots.
They
do look like tater tots, but probably have a little spicy salsa on them.
I'm still gonna cheat. Like I can't get rid of rice and refried beans. I just can't. And on the bottom, I'm probably gonna cut the cinnamon crustos because that shit looks nasty. I like the sweet empanadas, man. They're pretty good.
Okay.
So, and you know, churros are good. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like they're overrated. Everybody talks about churros like they're the greatest dessert of all time, and I don't agree. I don't agree at all. So real quick, Dean.
Yes.
Give me Iowa's final record this year.
Oh God, guys, you put me in a corner. I haven't even fully decided yet. In my opinion, I'm going to tell you this is how I've wrote it out for Chris and you both times. I see for 6 for sure wins, 2 losses, and the other 4 games are 50-50, and that will determine how our season goes, how we do in those 4 games. If we go 2-2, then we end up 8-4 again. You know, and those 4 games are Iowa State,
Loss.
Nebraska,
Loss.
USC,
Loss.
Oh, help me out, guys. What's the other one? You guys know this. I've been screaming enough at you guys all week. Let me look real quick.
Indiana, you said, I think.
Yes, Indiana. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered. Indiana was the other one.
I was going 0-4 in all those games.
If they do, they do. You know.
I legit have Iowa at 5-7.
I know that you guys don't. You know, I just want you to know that I've got your South Carolina team with a winning season.
Yeah, most people do.
I think they're finished to pick 5th.
I think the ESPN has them at 8 right now. Over under.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Iowa's at. I mean, ESPN has them at 7.5 right now on the over under. But that's nothing. That's what Iowa. They've done that for Iowa every year since I can remember. Iowa always does the over.
Man, I tell you what, I'm if I were a betting man, I'd be making some money off that. If the Vegas odds are 7.5 for Iowa and they're winning 5 max, yeah, I'm taking that all day long. Chris, what's Iowa's record?
Let me go through this. Albany's a win. UMass is a win. Rutgers is a win. And Minnesota is a win.
Yeah, he's got us losing all the others. That's the 4 that he's
that's
been
4 wins.
Yep.
You're losing to Iowa State. You're losing to Indiana. You're losing at Wisconsin. You're losing to Penn State. You're losing to Oregon. You're not beating USC in Los Angeles. Michigan State exposed you last year. You're not beating Nebraska in Lincoln. I got you 4-8.
So I honestly think we're going to be better than that. As far as beating USC in Los Angeles, Minnesota did it last year.
But that's Minnesota. Minnesota's not Iowa. Tell me Iowa's record in Los Angeles. It sucks.
Okay, I just think that's overblown. It really is. I really do.
I mean,
we went to UCLA. I believe the week after we got shellacked by Michigan State, and we didn't improve on anything because we still went in with a quarterback who was third string, and he ended up getting hurt in that game, and we had to finish the game with the 4th-string quarterback. Could you imagine if we could have had our first-string quarterback out there in that game? Well, obviously, no. Cade McNamara, he needed to go.
But the problem is you got punked by a 5-7 football team.
Yes, we did. Twice. Two of them.
I mean, that's where we're at. Iowa does not play good in Los Angeles.
Just think, we could be 10-2. We could have been 10-2 last year. Those are 2 games that we should have absolutely won. Never lost those games. And you're right. Somebody watched the Iowa State tape and decided they could throw over the top of our cornerbacks who were crappy last year, and unfortunately, they're back this year.
So it's worse than you think. Like all those games that Chris listed, I could see y'all lose them. And on top of that, a Rutgers led by Greg Schiano is not going to be no pushover either. Like they're going to be disciplined. They're gonna run good plays, clean football.
And
it could be a very bad year for Iowa
because of the way the divisions are set. Used to be set up in the Big Ten. Iowa rarely played Rutgers since they joined the league, and I believe every time we're undefeated against them, and I believe we have blown them out both there and at home every time we played them.
So here's my thing: Iowa can be 4-8 or 3-9, and not be a bad football team. It's just the schedule they've got is not conducive to having a better record. Now, if you replace some of the teams with the Northwestern or Purdue, now we're talking a different story. But that's not what you got.
Then we get called the fake ID of college football again.
So
I'm looking at that schedule, and I agree with Chris. I think it's going to be a rough year. Like that's a tough schedule. And
like I said, not to say Iowa's a bad team. It's just that schedule for this Iowa team, that's brutal.
Yeah, no,
you replace a couple of them teams with, like I said, a Northwestern, a Purdue, and all of a sudden you're looking at something completely different.
No, I don't disagree with you. That's the reason why I said that. 4 of those teams, I thought were 50-50 because I think all 4 teams could be anywhere from, 6-6, 7-5, 8-4, because I believe they're all equal right there. It just depends who gets the lucky bounce, who gets the referee calls, and what the turnovers are, because it always comes down to turnovers, apparently.
Turnovers play a huge part of the game. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
How many good teams have we seen lose because they just turned them? What about when when 2019 South Carolina, who was a 3-win team, beat the eventual national champion Georgia Bulldogs that year because Israel Makumu had 3 interceptions that game. You throw 3 turnovers against a team in the SEC, you taking an L every time.
Classic case of that happened in Nashville last year. Vanderbilt gets the opening kickoff. They go down, they score. Very next possession, Alabama throws a pick 6, and all of a sudden it's 14-0. You're less than 7 minutes into the game, and Alabama's playing catch up already.
Yep.
Huge game changer.
Was. All right, Chris. Pick 3.
Pick 3.
Yes.
Give me B.
Okay, chocolate iced.
D.
Vanilla iced.
And H.
And the jelly. So you like the sprinkles and the sweet cream or whatever it is on top. I do too.
Yep.
I would eat all those donuts right now. So no crazy talk there. I just looking at Dean, I could tell he's about to say some crazy talk. So go ahead, Dean.
Honestly, I would pick glazed, chocolate iced, and the crazy talk is I'm not picking any of those others out that board. I'm going to pick me a good old-fashioned maple-covered old-fashioned donut.
See, that's crazy talk. Maple donuts are anyway. We'll get there. For me though, this is hard. Like I'm definitely if it's the cream filled, if it's a chocolate cream filled, it's a definite. But a powdered cream filled be good too. So I'll take cream filled. I'll take jelly. I'll agree with Chris 100% on that. I'll take jelly. And give me the blueberry cake. You ever had a blueberry cake donut, man? Good God Almighty, those things are just great. It's got the glaze on it, but without the maple. Now, anyway, Chris, eliminate 3.
Coconut's gone, walnut's gone,
Crazy talk.
And cherry iced is gone.
Man, coconut's good. But to each their own. What about you, Dean? Which 3 are you getting rid of?
I'm getting rid of the coconut, the walnut, and it's got to be the jelly because I don't like jelly-filled donuts. So there we go.
That's crazy talk.
It's been crazy talk all night. Why not just keep the ball rolling?
Wow, boo! Jelly donuts are delicious. I do not understand what you were saying on that. I'll be completely honest, man. And especially when you get a lemon filled too. Ooh.
So
I'll take a cream filled. I'll take a cream filled.
So let me add some context to this. They're not on here, but a chocolate covered Bavarian filled. I'm taking that number 1.
Yep, I agree with you.
Or a cinnamon twist.
So, all right.
My go-to is an apple fritter, actually.
All right. So, Bavarian cream would be the very first thing I voted off this list.
Really?
That Boston cream, Bavarian cream bullshit. Like, look, I remember when I was a kid, I ordered a chocolate cream filled donut with the white crap. Man, I was a size like 5 years. I took a big bite of that yellow, nasty pudding bullshit. That shit would be gone.
See, I'm the same way with the white filling.
See, I love the white filling, man. It's just whipped cream, essentially. Whipped cream. So for me, I'm looking at this. The very first thing I'm getting rid of is maple. Maple got to go. Cherry iced, I agree with Chris on that. Cherry iced, it's got to go too. The walnut. I'm not a big fan of nuts on my donuts, man.
Nope.
Like, I don't like walnuts and sweet and peanuts and sweet. Like I just don't like it. I just don't. All right, so spot time. Who wins the Big Ten, Chris?
Penn State.
I agree. I think Penn State wins the Big Ten. Dean, that's your conference.
Big Ten. I mean, Penn State. And you can watch my show on Sunday because we're going to talk about that.
Oh,
my
excellent. Excellent. So we're gonna do this one real quick, and then we're gonna have our final subject because you know we're approaching the 2 hour mark. Not that I care, but I'm not trying to keep y'all all night. Chris, pick 4, and shout out to the 60 people watching right now. I appreciate that. Pick 4, Chris.
Oh, God.
It's hard.
Milk chocolate, mint, turtle. And white chocolate.
Crazy talk. Dean.
This is tough because I don't usually like these type of candies.
That's crazy.
But if I had to eat some, I would do the. Is that caramel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do the caramel. I do the milk chocolate above it, and man, I can't hardly read those. I would do the one in the lower left-hand corner, right-hand corner, whatever that is. It looks
graham cracker. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks chocolatey. I would eat that.
Wow. Okay. For me, I'm definitely getting the truffle. The truffle is amazing. I'm getting the salted caramel all day long. I'm grabbing the raspberry, and I'm grabbing the cherry cordial. Yeah, for sure. Chocolate covered cherries are, oh man, they're amazing. But Chris is about to talk about chocolate covered cherries himself. So, Chris, eliminate 4.
First one off this board is chocolate covered cherries. Throw that nasty ass shit in the toilet and flush it tomorrow.
That's crazy talk.
Nasty. Almond clusters. I'm not a fan of almond at all in any sense of the word.
I like almonds, but I don't like them in chocolate, so no crazy talk there.
The coconut delight. I'm not a coconut person. Throw that shit out.
Crazy talk.
And raspberry. And I'll tell you the reason why. I used to live on a farm in Iowa that had a raspberry patch. We would be out there from sun up till sundown every day during the summer picking fucking raspberries. I ate raspberries till I was sick to my fucking stomach. I don't like raspberries because of that.
Raspberry chocolate be good though.
No, I'm done with raspberries. I ate all I wanted as a teenager.
I'm never grabbing raspberries as a snack myself. Like I'll eat blackberries. You know, I like blackberries, and I'll grab a handful of blueberries maybe. But I'm with you on that. Like I'm not gonna just eat no raspberries. They weird anyway. But the raspberry candy flavor they make's pretty good. Dean, which 4 are you eliminating?
Okay, first of all, I want to say that I'm going to replace A with English toffee. I didn't see English toffee before. I couldn't read it. Now I can.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm also getting rid of the cherry cordial.
Crazy talk.
Okay, I'm getting rid of the almond cluster. But I do like almonds, and I actually live right in the middle of an almond orchard, and they grow a lot of almonds here for almond juice, and I got to tell you, I've learned to love them, but I don't want them in my candy. And then the turtle. I've never liked nuts in my food, so I think that's the 2 nut ones, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're done. Me.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. For me, the very first thing I'm eliminating on here is white chocolate. I do not like white chocolate.
Crazy talk.
It is not crazy talk. White chocolate nasty as hell. I'm probably at that point going to get rid of the peanut brittle. I mean, I just not with my chocolate. I don't know. I don't really like peanut brittle anyway. I'm probably going to get rid of the almond cluster as well. I agree with Chris though. Those turtles are good. Like I don't know what it is about the way they make those, but I'm not getting rid of the turtles. I like those. And my other one probably going to be graham cracker. Last time it was English toffee, but I thought about it. Like you ever get a Heath bar? Those things are delicious.
They are.
It essentially is. So I can't get rid of that. So I can get rid of the graham cracker.
So let me ask you this. do you like the frosted graham crackers where you get the graham cracker and you put the chocolate in the middle or the white frosting or whatever in the middle, and you make like a sandwich out of your graham crackers with the frosting in the middle?
Hell yes.
Kind of like s'mores.
Yeah, without the marshmallows though.
I don't like s'mores. Like I'm not
Yeah,
a graham cracker guy.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair.
I don't really like marshmallows that much either, to be honest. Marshmallows just don't do it. Like the little mini
No.
ones sometimes, but like big marshmallows, no, I don't like that shit.
But like there's a snack that you take a graham cracker and you put chocolate frosting or white frosting on it, and then you make like a sandwich out of your graham cracker. Those are pretty good. That's what I'm thinking when I see that graham cracker chocolate.
Yeah, I'm not. I get it. I'm just saying, like, if I'm eliminating something from here, like I love the creams; those are good. Cherry cordials, I love them. Raspberry, I love them. Coconut, I love it. Nougat, I love it. Mint, I love it. Turtle, I love it. Salted caramel, peanut butter, freaking love peanut butter. I mean, it's just process of elimination. Dean's like, I don't really like chocolates like that, and I'm like, man, is there anything on this list I wouldn't fucking eat?
I noticed a trend there, Andrew.
What's that?
Because even on the donuts, you said the jelly donut was the best.
Yeah.
And now on the chocolate, you're taking the cream and the you just like biting into things that squirt juice in your mouth, right?
Oh my God.
Hey, look, I like fruit flavored stuff mixed with chocolate. Like if you do chocolate strawberries and stuff and chocolate blueberries, that shit's amazing, man.
Chocolate strawberries do taste pretty good. I have to admit that.
You ever got that bag? I don't know what it's called, but it's chocolate covered blueberries. Man, that stuff is good.
I can't imagine.
Oh man, and then you dip your strawberries in melted chocolate and then eat. Oh,
But that's different than biting into something and all that juice running. No.
Hey, you picked jelly donut too. What you talking about?
I did.
I just don't like jelly. I don't like it with my peanut butter. I don't like it in my donuts.
I do. I love peanut butter and jelly, man. Like I'd eat it. I eat some every day. I get them Uncrustables,
Mm-hmm.
and I thaw them out. And yeah, man, those things are good, man.
You know, the weird thing about it when I was growing up as a kid in my household with my siblings and stuff is they would eat the crap out of peanut butter. I wouldn't even touch it. Now, if you get me near a jar of peanut butter, I'm going to take a spoon, sit in front of the TV, and have it done before the night's over.
I'm with you. I couldn't agree more, man. So I had a problem there for a while. Like I had to go and see a therapist and all that for a bunch of different issues. But I was sleepwalking, and my wife has it on camera, Dean. I would sleepwalk into the kitchen, and I would open peanut butter and just eat it by the spoonful.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could do that right now. Don't get me wrong, but that's how much I like peanut butter. Like,
me too. It's got to be Skippy as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I take any of them. Jif's good too. I mean, if I had to choose my personal favorite, it's the Peter Pan creamy. But
Okay.
I eat the Jif and the what you said as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, peanut butter's good, man.
It is.
So I can eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches just plain or toasted. If I toast it, I'm putting the butter on it and then putting the peanut butter and jelly on. Oh, so good.
See, I don't like butter and peanut butter mixed together.
And I'm gonna work on. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I have to submit the information to AI or to Grok or whatever to get an image made. But I have a thought in my head about a graphic of pick one in each row. In the top row, you have like strawberry jelly, strawberry jam, strawberry preserves.
Hey, if you send that to me, I'll make it for you and send it back to you.
And then the second row, like grape jelly, grape jam,
Concord
grape preserves. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And just all the different flavors.
Peach too.
Peach, yep. Peach jelly, peach jam, peach preserves.
I'm going peach preserves. But if you send me that, I'll make you a cool image.
But yeah,
I would eat the preserves before I would eat the jelly, even though they're kind of similar.
And you got so many different brands. Like you can do the Welch's strawberry jelly, the Smucker's strawberry jam, the Blackburn strawberry preserves.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. What about the mashups? I can't remember what they're called, but they come with the peanut butter and jelly already in the jar together.
Oh,
I know
God,
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
For some reason, the peanut butter always tastes funky in that.
So I agree with you, but I found a way through it, Chris, and
Really?
you'd be impressed. So I still get that stuff because it's kind of cheap, to be honest with you, and just add some more peanut butter that you won't already have on it, and yeah, it's good.
Okay.
But you have to add the peanut butter.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They do it. I think they only do it with the grape and the strawberry now.
Yeah, just grape and strawberry. Yes.
Yep.
I think it's Smucker's brand. I think Smucker's does it.
Yep. I think that would be a fun one to go through and pick.
I agree. You just remind me and I'll make it. We'll do it next week. I'll put it up on the pages and stuff because I love like my food engagement. My food little photos that I have is going to get me monetized on TikTok, bro. Like every time I open TikTok, I got 200-300 notifications and it's all food memes, like every single one of them.
Geez, maybe I do that so I could get some. Man, I don't never get many views on there.
And then I talked to you on my way to Iowa, the one about the travel centers. I think that would be a fun one to do. The Wawa, the Buc-ee's, the Loves.
QT, Pilot, Flying Jelly.
All them.
Okay, out of all those, Loves is my least favorite because they're just kind of junk.
I don't hate Loves.
Well, if I had to choose, Loves would be on the bottom of the list.
So here's the thing for me is Loves and Pilot are the same exact thing. But I would pick the Loves over the Pilot because I feel like the Pilot is a dime store version of Loves.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be honest with you, Chris. When we travel, I look for Pilots because if you go in a Pilot, those bathrooms are always clean. Okay. And that's what I'm really looking for. I don't do a lot of shopping. I don't like Buc-ee's. I don't like to be around that many people. But if you go to a Pilot, you're always clean because they have showers there for the truckers. The bathrooms are always clean. Mm-hmm. They always got, if you want to drink real quick, they're right there. They're small. They're not like where you got to go to half of the other side of the store and then stand in a line of 112 people. If you go into a Pilot, man, you use the bathroom, buy what you want, you're back out on the road in 5 minutes. That's why
I want to tell you something. My wife and I coming home from Ventura a couple of weeks ago, we stopped at a Pilot. I had my choices of what I wanted. I'll go into Pilot. I would have got to tell you that was the junkiest, dirtiest place, and the prices were high, and the food that they promised to have out there ready to eat were not ready to eat, and yeah. But Loves is just, it depends on what Loves you go to. A lot of the Loves I've been to are just small convenience type stores. But there was one where I lived for 15 years, and when I lived in Hubbard, 12 miles down the road, there was a Love's travel stop there. That one was a little better. It was more what I would expect it to be. Because it was attached to a restaurant, they didn't sell any hot food.
No crazy talk, man. Love's is besides Buc-ee's, because I don't like being around that many people. Love's is going to be pretty close to the bottom of my list too. I agree with you.
I went to last winter. I went to my Buc-ee's for the first time in Denison, Texas. Okay. And I was overwhelmed by it. I just eventually told everybody, I got what I want. I'm just going to sit in the car. You guys all take your time.
I think that would be a fun discussion to go through, like travel centers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's so many options out there.
Yeah. TA, you left off TA.
TA's one.
And don't forget the one on I-80, the world's largest.
I-80 truck stop. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I've already sent that to you in a private chat, Chris, and I'm gonna make these. So if y'all have ideas like this, y'all see what I do on social media. Like it's either sports or food stuff. So if y'all have some cool ideas like that, send it to me, man. I'll make the meme. I'll upload it on my stuff and I'll send it to you, and then you can upload it or whatever you want to do with it. Like I love it. I think travel centers is a fun one, get a lot of engagement. I saw one the other day, a meme. It said like drop one 90s TV show, and it was just list of every 90s show that you love.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna put one for a TV show or movies together for you. I just saw Superman today. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I don't really recommend it, but that's fine.
I'm hearing there's a lot of complaints about Superman and Smurfs.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been to the Smurfs, but I was a little disappointed. It just wasn't the Superman I remember. And honestly, it wasn't as much about Superman as it was about the characters.
And well, and that's a problem too, because people go to action films for the action. They don't care about character development. Even in Spider-Man, like they didn't really tell you a lot about MJ. They were just all of a sudden together because you already know the story of Spider-Man and MJ. So if it's about a story that, that's crazy. It's like James Bond. Make a good plot, but it ain't got to be a long story. I want to see these motherfuckers shooting people and using special gadgets and jumping out of airplanes. You know what I mean? What's
that show with that guy? He's got like 3 movies out where he just walks in and he's shooting everybody everywhere he goes. The whole movie's shooting, killing people. I can't think of the name of it. John something maybe?
John Wick?
Yeah, that's it. I've watched all 3 of those movies. Man, I thought, God, is there anything other than shooting and killing people?
I've only seen the first one, and that's probably where it'll end for me. Like the Bourne Identity. My dad loves the Bourne Identity, and he loves the movies you just said, but I'm just not into them. For me, I'm a James Bond guy. Like, give me James Bond. Give Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise. I love them. Like, that's my kind of action film.
I like sports films, true story sports films. About people I've heard of and true stories. Anyhow.
Yes. So, I like that too.
He read my message.
Yes. So, we'll do that. Look.
What was the message? Is it something I could have seen?
No, he's just giving me ideas for stuff to do.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
I miss
By
you.
the way, your wife misses you.
She misses us.
Peanut butters, because you got your Jif, creamy and crunchy. You got your Skippy, creamy and crunchy.
I bought my wife Teddy's today. Teddy's peanut butter.
Peter Pan, creamy and crunchy. It's so many different peanut butters.
There is.
You know what? And creamy is the superior peanut butter. I don't see how people eat crunchy peanut butter. It don't make any sense.
No. Can't eat it. Eat it.
Especially for an adult. Like, for me, I have bad teeth, right? And it's just from years of abuse and neglect, right? But
brush those teeth and you wouldn't have them being bad, dude.
But for an old person that has bad teeth, or somebody that's got false teeth, like dentures, or God, I can't even think of what they are, like partials, eating nuts and stuff, and it getting underneath your plate, and I can't do that. Give me the cream.
No.
Yeah, most men don't eat nuts. Shout out to the 64 people watching, man. That's awesome. Like, I really appreciate that.
We've been 12 reactions.
We've been on here for 2 hours, and they're still with us. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. I got a pretty good base on X, man. They show up, and they don't do a lot of comments, but they watch the show and they send me some feedback afterwards, and I love them. That's why I keep saying I love y'all. So I really appreciate that. We do really good. We'll be hit and miss in the off season though, Dean. Like sometimes you'll look up at that counter, there'll be like 7 people watching for the show. And then sometimes during the regular season, we'll look up, there'll be 1,500 people watching during the season. So it's just hit or miss. I had to transition this show into more food and movies and music and video games simply because the second college football was over. Man, remember that first show after college football season? We had 3 people watching, Dean. 3 people. They don't
3
care
people
on anything else other than college football, and they made that obvious. And I get it because that's what I mainly cover. If you follow the page in my social media, that's what I do. And they're like, I didn't even know Andrew watches baseball. Click, and they turn in the podcast.
Yeah. Sadly, I just looked on my YouTube page. We've only got 1 viewer on my page right now. Hi to the 1 viewer on my YouTube page. Glad you're here.
Hey, look.
Hit that subscribe button while you're there.
If it makes you feel better, I got nobody watching on my YouTube page. James has 1. So Yeah, so I want to go ahead and throw that out there. Like my YouTube page is really new, but it's doing really good. Like I've had it a month, literally a month, and I'm up to 106 subscribers. I've had 2-3 videos that have hit like 20, 30,000 views, and
Oh,
so-
really? You need to send me the link so I can follow you too.
yeah, I will for sure.
And don't forget, you got to follow me. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's go to our final subject of the day.
You know it. Oh, Lord. You know it. For Sunday. You know it. Oh, Lord. You know it. For Sunday. You know it. Oh, Lord.
You are here. James Fender, man, we love you. So James Fender is the most loyal viewer I have. Watched it since my very first show. So my very first show, I had one person watching, and I think it was him. I really do.
James has been a good one for us too.
Yeah, he shows up and supports, man. We love James. He's a big Florida State fan. Gives me a lot of trash because before the season last year, they were preseason number 10. They were. And I said before the season started, Florida State's going to win 2 games. And everybody trashed me for it. At the end of the season, Florida State won 2 games. I'm like, I told you.
This is the same team that went undefeated the year before and didn't make the playoffs.
That's because they used mercenaries. And then when the season was over, the mercenaries were gone. They had a bad transfer portal. And we seen what happened when you don't. That's why Ohio State and Alabama and Georgia and Clemson, that's why we all in Penn State, we talk about them because they recruit from the bottom up and then get pieces to add. So they have their core. That's why they're successful. But that's why teams like Florida State, who had no core, put a bunch of mercenaries together, played a real team and got thumped by 60 in a bowl game, the Sugar Bowl. I saw what they were, and Mike Norville's a fraud. I wish better for James than Mike Norville. I really do.
It's just too bad to see teams like Florida State fall on hard times because, that one time they were year in and year out, they were one of the top teams in the nation.
Doesn't break my heart. I'm a Gamecock fan.
Well, that's true. You're in the same league, right?
So now, you're in the ACC, but still.
So when Andrew talks about Jay Norville is a fraud, he goes out and hires all these mercenaries to come in and play for him, right? And then when they were gone, they were bad because they didn't have a foundation. That's why, and I'm not just blowing up my team here, that's why I would prefer a guy like Clark Lee, who's learning from Kirby Smart and Ryan Day of building it from the bottom. You get your core in there that want to be there because they want to be there.
Yep.
And then you go out and you use the portal to fill in gaps, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what Iowa does.
And I was worried about Clark Lee because the same year Florida State went undefeated, Clark Lee and Vanderbilt went 2-10 and lost 10 straight games at the end of the year. And that's when you start to worry, does this guy really have it? And then he told 6 starters on that team, hey, there's not going to be a place here for you next year. You've got to go. Your attitude sucks. We have to change this culture. And that's the difference between that and a Mike Norvell who doesn't change the culture versus a coach that's willing to do it.
Hey, Chris, is Mike Norvell related to Jay Norvell?
No.
No relation?
No.
Okay. You said Jay Norvell.
Yeah.
You said no. I just asked if Mike, because he said Mike Norvell, and I just asked if they were related to Jay Norvell.
I don't think they are.
Okay, Jay Norvell is I believe, at Colorado State.
He used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Yeah, and former Iowa player, and once coached, I think, at UNLV.
I'm with it. I think Florida State. I think they take a big leap up this year. I think we can see them at 6-6 based on their schedule. That's where they live until Norville's gone. In my opinion, I don't think they're going to get much better until he goes.
Well, then he won't be there much longer because Florida State won't put up with it.
No.
Some of these schools, like Nebraska, who fell on hard times, they basically got rid of a couple of 9-win coaches who win 9 games a season because it wasn't good enough for them, and look what they suffered for years until they made a return last year to the Bulls.
Yeah.
Nebraska sealed their fate when they fired Frank Solich after winning a national title as an assistant coach there and going 9-3, and they fired him.
Right.
And they did the same to Bo Pelini.
Yes.
Bo Pelini, was he after or before Mike Solich?
He was after Solich because
after
they
him.
fired Solich and brought in Bill Callahan. He sucked. Then they brought in Pelini.
Yes.
Yeah, Pelini, he lost his job because he lost to Iowa because Iowa's not on the same level as Nebraska, as the athletic director at the time said. We have to evaluate where they're at and where we're at. They're not where we're at.
So it's not the same thing there, though, because at Florida State, you went to, you had Jimbo Fisher ruin your program and then bounce out. And then you hired somebody who was not ready to take on a university like Florida State.
Mm-mm.
And then you bring in Mike Norvell, right? And then you go and spend a bunch of money to put this team together for him. And they were doing it dirty because the rules weren't open at that point. They were doing it super dirty. And then when the bowl game came, all the mercenaries like, shit, I'm not going to get injured for you. And that's when you don't have culture. And that's what Chris is talking about. There's no culture there. They ain't going to play. So,
well, speaking of that, they've got to, now that they're going to do this, all this money coming to them, they've got to make these guys employees of the university. They need to make them sign contracts that you will play in the title games, you will play in the bowl games.
So that I do think you'll see contracts with the playoffs and all that, but I don't think you'll see it with the bowl games. I think
if they're in the playoffs, they're going to play. They're not going to sit. When's the last time you saw a playoff team sit?
Somebody sat last year during the playoffs. I think it was for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
was it? Okay.
Tennessee had several players threatened to sit out in the bowl game because they weren't getting played to play in the bowl game.
Mm-hmm. Well, that happened the year that Tennessee blew out Iowa. Same thing. They had a lot of players sit out, and we thought we were going to boat run them, as you would say. And, of course, their talented backups were more talented than ours.
You can say that we don't have proof they were dirty, but Jaheim Bell came out and said, yeah, I was in the transfer portal. I was all set to go to, I don't remember where it was. And then some dude from Florida State came by and handed me a bag with $100,000 and promised me one of these bags every single game on top of the nil deal they were offering me. That's dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Tennessee getting sued. Woo, I love it. Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me on the Golden Broom podcast. We will be starting season 4 tomorrow night. We are on all the socials: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're going to drop our. Both of us will have our own preseason top 10s next week or tomorrow night, and we have some huge breaking news for the Golden Broom podcast. You'll want to stay tuned for that. I don't want to release the details tonight, but it's massive. If you're a fan of the Golden Broom podcast, you're going to be extremely happy about this.
Oh, I can't wait.
That'll be fun. Dean, where can we find you?
Okay, it's Talking Iowa Hawkeye Sports. We do a live podcast every Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central. Okay? This week, we're going to be discussing Big Ten ranking. We're going to rank our Big Ten teams. We're going to rank the quarterbacks. We're doing a couple other things I can't remember off my head. And probably the last thing we're going to pick our villain from each team in the Big Ten. Who are most hated player we don't like. Or coach.
I love it. Most of mine in the SEC would be coaches. Like there's a lot of just really shitty people that are coaches in the SEC.
Oh yeah, I've got a coach on the top of my list right now. And I won't say it. I don't want to spoil it. You guys got to come in and watch the show.
Chris, you can share that info.
All right. So there's a new entity out there called College CFB Backers. Or CF Backers is what it is. They're going to cover college football. I don't want to mention the previous entity that we were with, but several of us that were with a prior entity have kind of collectively formed our own, that we will be writing articles on websites. The CF backers, me and Andrew are both on that. I will be writing content. He's more for a support role in that, and absolutely excited to get back to writing some content again.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Actually does.
Hold on, we
I
got
used to write a lot of content. I used to for a website, 247 Sports.
we got breaking news. The NFLPA executive director resigned effective immediately.
Wow.
Could we be seeing a holdout this year?
Is their union contract due this year?
I don't know when, but isn't the CBA the 94 baseball had a CBA and they still went on strike, ended the season.
Mm-hmm. Could be. I mean, it could be if he's resigning all at once. There's a reason why. You know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Like, just as long as it ain't college. If NFL had to go away for a season, I could stomach it, even though I love NFL. But as long as I got college,
as long as I got college sports, I'm happy.
Yeah, as long as I got college football to fill that void, whatever. So for us, you're watching Villains, obviously, Thursday night, 8:30. Friday nights, we got No Mercy Sports. Saturday, there's a show coming on Saturday. J-Ram show 4th and 25, but there's going to be a nighttime show coming. I think JT's going to host that. Draft Storm, I think he's moving it then. I'll have to get back with him. Sunday, Football Frame of Mind. Monday, we're bringing back Legends of the Squared Circle next Monday, so I'm excited about that. We're going to talk about some wrestling from the 80s and 90s, so that's going to be cool.
Hey, Andrew, could you, like, on your web page or your Facebook page, publish all the names of who's and when they actually go live, so that we kind of get an idea? Because right now I'm kind of hit and miss when I just kind of depend on if something shows up in my feed saying, "Hey, there you are." But maybe if we knew the schedule, that's what I want to try to say. Who's who and the schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, at least those that are kind of set,
Yeah, I'll make a graphic for it. It'll be super easy. I already made a video for it, the commercial we ran. So I'll just make that into a graphic and I'll send it out for everybody. Tuesday, are y'all still going to do the broom on Tuesdays?
For football season, we're moving to Friday nights at 8:30, which is kind of, James will get everybody fired up and warmed up, and we'll come in right behind you.
Okay, there you go.
For sure.
Yeah, once football starts, we're gonna stick with our Sunday, Wednesday format. And then when basketball starts, I got to pick up a third night with Molly. We haven't figured out. I think she wants to do Monday, but we still got time to work on that.
So, yeah, for sure. So a lot of our shows, we don't cover the same things. So like there's like, if you ever want to go on Dean, like during my show, like you have an Iowa fan base, right? Like, I'll be honest with you, my college football fan base is all SEC. Like I got a few Big Ten stragglers, a few ACC stragglers, but mainly SEC. That so it's not gonna be like we're competing with each other. It's just pulling more eyes in.
No, it's just that we're limited on how many people can be live at the same time. And as you guys know, I ran into that a couple times where I couldn't get in because
and me and Cody will be covering college football from a 3-mile out view rather than a mile out view like Andrew does specific to SEC. We're covering it nationally. We're going to look at G5 schools. We're going to look at the Big 12, ACC. It's more of a open look.
That's good. I like that idea. It really is.
Well, that's not fair. Like during the season, I do a top 10. I do the picks of the week. But where he is right is I tend to do a lot of South Carolina. and a lot of Vanderbilt because these are the people that are on our show. So it is a SEC heavy show.
Oh yeah, and as it should be, as it should be. Now ours is when we do it, it is obviously Iowa and Big Ten heavy, but we also on a national scope we pick 10 games each week that we pick and we play against each other on who's gonna win them, and those are national games as well as Big Ten games, and so we do bring in a little national talk, not much, but we do talk about on the national basis because Iowa's not there yet. They're not up there with the big boys, so you got to discuss the big boys once in a while.
So Wednesdays we will be bringing back Divine Battlefield. We'll be doing that Wednesday nights, which is our faith-based show. Jesus is King, and that's the truth. But we're gonna rebrand it. So here's why, real quick. So we were doing like a real serious like discussion on the scripture that we chose or whatever. The problem with that is if you want preaching, you'll go to the church and listen to somebody who studied it forever and all that. So what I wanted to do, and I sent it to Brandon, what we're going to do is we're going to do Bible stories, like pick a scripture and talk about it a little bit. But like David and Goliath, for example, and we got to get a new name for it. But like that's what's keeping us up. We're looking for a name. But David and Goliath, so we'll talk about that and like the comedic aspect of it. Like take David, like, all right, David, there's your guy, go get him. David walks out there. Probably back then he's probably about 5'3", 5'4", because people were shorter back then. And the Giants probably 6'8", 6'9". So there's energy for what he's looking at. Like, could you imagine? Like they tell you, get him. Like, David's thinking, man, I'm so glad the Lord's on my side here. So we're going to kind of do it from that aspect. And like Aaron, Moses' brother, funny guy, met God himself and then made the people a golden calf. But yeah,
that's too bad. I would love to watch your show. Too bad that I'll be on probably at the same time you are, at least. I'll be going on an hour earlier than you, but who knows?
As far as Divine Battlefield?
Yeah. You usually go, 8:30 or something? I usually go about 7.
We're going to go at 9.
You're going to go at 9?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That means I'll definitely be in an hour before you.
Yeah, so Brandon's an hour behind me, so 8 o'clock works really well for him because he's got kids and all that. So, and for me, like, I got the little one here, but like he's asleep. If he wasn't asleep, he'd just be sitting on me being part of the program right now. So,
except for when Emily's around, he just goes 8 notes with her.
He does.
He does. He's
talk-
all over here.
Like she would tell me, man, he's been wild all day, blah blah blah. Like he's such a monster, and like you see it on the programs, like he's wild. So, and I shit you not, you can ask Emily next week. I come home, Daddy, he hugs me. We come in here, he sits in the bed beside me. He'll grab his little phone or watch what's on the TV and just cuddle up to me, calm as can be. I love you, Daddy, and just sit there till he goes to sleep. Oh God, but I want to thank y'all. I appreciate it. That was fun. And Ian, if you want to come on next week for a little while, you're more than welcome. Emily,
I'd be happy to. Just remind me, and I'd be happy to come on for a little bit.
Yeah, that's perfect because James is going to be out again next week because he's moving all his stuff from Texas to Chicago, so he won't be back till July 31st.
This is the James that keeps commenting all night.
No. James on my show. And
okay. Well, I didn't know if James was on your show or not. I mean, these are new names to me.
Dean, like, so I feel kind of hurt, buddy. James has been on every single show I've ever done, which makes me think maybe you've never watched my show.
I have, but you always got somebody different. I think you had a Cody on there sometimes or something.
Yep, that's my co-host.
Yeah, and you have Cody on all the time.
Yep.
But no, I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't pay attention to the name, so I apologize.
Yeah, I do have a lot of people. JD, JT, TJ. I have different people on all the time. But
and you usually have your wife on here too.
And my wife's always on there. James wears the glasses, man. He's the one with the big sunglasses.
Okay. I'll catch him next time, and I'll say, "Yeah, I know who he is."
Yeah, you know who James is. Like Like you, oh, gosh.
He's the one that goes to sleep during live broadcast.
What?
Just missed with the knee. Bobby willing to stand in the pocket. Now he's getting the timing. Yep. Good left hook.
You just happen to have that ready to go. Perfect timing. Gosh.
He was out.
He was it too.
He was out.
Yeah, he was out. He had been up all day too. He hadn't eaten. So his plan was when the MMA, the UFC event was about over, he would go ahead and DoorDash him some food, and then he would eat. But the problem is, he never made it that far.
Not that night.
One night, somebody I was on a FaceTime call with, and I was in my office, and I was tired, man. I was going to sleep on him, and I think I finally fell asleep, and I got a little message. You fell asleep. I'll talk to you later.
Man,
I guess I started snoring and everything.
James said no way he'd be on our show. We're too loud. Oh man, it was funny, man. So like, I turned it on because I just got home from work and I see him passed out and all these crazy thoughts that, oh my God, did something happen to him? I finally picked it up and he just fell asleep. So I called him. So on the show, so he had 5,000 people watching him live at that moment.
Wow.
5,000. And I'm calling him. You can hear his phone ringing on Facebook. I'm calling him actively. And
that was the actual video, right? That you showed the actual video. Wow.
Yeah. And then so then I get on and I'm like, hey everybody, apologies, James, real sleepy. And then my son AC, he gets on here, he goes, James, wake up, James, wake up. I was dying.
I assume though that you didn't embarrass him and you took him off the main screen.
You would think so.
You didn't, did you? You let him sleep on air.
I did for a minute.
Yep.
So, he said, no, James is loud as hell. This James says he's too shy to be on the internet. James is loud as hell. No doubt about that.
Okay.
Do you think on this upcoming season I can make him rage quit again?
I mean, and him, you like y'all be getting it.
That's what makes villains go is.
Yeah. Hey guys,
me and James will get debates going where we feed off of each other with that stuff.
Yeah. Hey guys, I actually got to get off. Being an old man, I'm past my meds. I didn't get my supper. It's almost bedtime for me.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the invitation, and I'll do it again anytime you want me to.
Yes, sir. And as always, Matthew 24:13.
This is a dangerous